How you doing, everybody? Yeah, I am dealing with a little bit of the seasonal depression that comes and goes. It's very unpredictable, and it's not situational, and it just really kind of sucks because it just, it just paints everything. And so I just want to start off the video by saying that um, I have at this time of year, and I can never predict every year how it's going to be. It was not as bad last year, and the last couple of days have been kind of crap. So just first off, I just want to just explain to you, it's not situational. It's seasonal. Everything is fine. I mean, even though there's always things, that's not what it is. Okay. So I want to get on here and just express some thanks and appreciation for some VC love that I have received the last 2 days. Um, it warms my heart. It really does, folks. Just means so much to me. I'll say it again that this whole interaction with people all over the world about music and records is a dream come true. And the fact that people, you, my friends, I'll call you my friends, fans too, I guess you folks who I've never met, that you send me music as well as we interact, it's a dream come true. The artist master, Maribel, is someone we don't see anymore. She is done with her experiment of collecting records, and she said she gave them all away, sold them, whatever. She's back to, not back to, but raising a family. If any of you watched her video, she saw she has a family, young kids. You got to raise them. That takes your time. Frankly, I'm always amazed at record collectors who are like me about records and have families and are raising them. How do you do it? I mean, that's partly why I don't do it, because of the madness that I went through as a kid with my family. My dad, both my parents being artists, crazy musicians, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, Maribel sent me an album, and I have to look at it because the name of the band is War Paint, and the record is called Exquisite Corpse, which is funny because I just received a record by an electronic artist called Exquisite Corpse. For a second, I had to look because this isn't the same artist, and it's not. This is quiet, post-rocky with vocals. I have to get into it. Sounds like it's going to have some real nice moments on it. I have to say that Maribel also sent me a book, which I knew she would, being a Jehovah's Witness, Thank you, Maribel. I will respond. That stuff doesn't even make sense to me anymore. It doesn't. Thank you, Maribel. I love you so much. The idea that people really believe that some particular religious tract of thinking is actually correct, to me, is insane. At this point, religion seems insane to me and destructive. Y'all look crazy to me, okay? I love you, but you religious people scare me, and you're crazy to me. You're crazy. We kill each other over things in our heads. That is some insane shit. Love you, Maribel. Thanks for the record. Yesterday I missed the mail, so I missed a package, so I had to go and pick it up today, and it was from Rene. It's another package from the Netherlands. Rene Schraven is from Holland, and I see Rene on Facebook almost every day posting and commenting, "Hey, Rene, haven't met you yet." And he had commented how he found it amusing that I would get so excited about thrift store records that most people overlook. And again, I say again, that has to do with region. If I lived in Holland and was raised like him, I'd probably have the same reaction. But I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. You don't see these records. The other thing is, I'm a nerd. I've been listening to beautiful music since a kid. I like rock, but even as a little boy, I really loved beauty and classical music, and it's never changed. And so consequently, some records that people think are cheesy, which actually are not at all, I'm very interested in having, like the Thijs van Leer. So I've opened the box. Man, you packed that thing amazingly well. Really, really solid. It must have cost a pretty penny to get over here. Thank you, Rene. So I'm going to look at the records now because I haven't looked, and I'll show you my honest reaction to these records. The first album on the stack, and I see that I'm going to like this already. and it's perking me up. Again, I don't understand my depression. I do understand how important of a medicine music and the entire world of music has always been in my life. So the first one is a Thijs Van Leer album that I've never seen, with Roger Van Otterloo and Louis Van Dyke. This is Musica per la Nota di Natal. So apparently these folks had some kind of career or notoriety for doing this with classical music. I didn't know they had made so many of these records. This one I had never seen before, so I see they have a custom CBS label. This is fun. Absolutely, this is like manna from heaven to me. I cannot find these records in Omaha or Council Bluffs. Thank you very much, Rene. This does brighten my morning considerably. Oh my goodness, it's a gatefold. I love imports too, and it's textured. The letters are textured. So nice. This is nice. This is tight, man. Thank you. I have a meeting in half an hour with Aaron to. We couldn't get the artwork together yesterday in Dreamer. We'll be getting that together today. That may have a little bit to do with pressure on me, because I'll talk to it in a minute. Okay, so now here, these are records that, yes, I got before. There's two of the albums I didn't have, and these three I already had. So what I'll do, honestly, is I'll pick between them, keep the one that is in the best shape, and give the others away. Metamorphose. Thank you. Introspection 4. Now, right away, the cover of this is in much better shape than the other copy I got. No complaints, but again, we always want to keep the best copy. Now, this one is a gift. Rene, this is a real gift. Now, I have this album, but I have the US version. Quick story. Paul and Jerome Reese were some kids that I met in my senior year of high school who their dad was in the Air Force, and they had just got transferred back to the US from living in Europe. And I used to carry records to school like geeks, and one day I had Waka Jawaka by Frank Zappa, and that caught Paul's attention. He was in one of my classes, and I really didn't like Paul at first, but he wouldn't leave me alone because he had never seen another kid that knew about Frank Zappa. Then he started talking about music, and I said, oh, okay, well, this obnoxious little fuckhead likes good music. I'll get past his obnoxious personality. Paul, if you happen to be alive and ever to see this, you know I'm telling the truth about our meeting. But besides turning me on to Genesis and all that stuff, they liked Focus. And Paul had a copy of this with this cover. When they moved after I met them. They moved a couple years later. I don't know how, maybe it was a year later, I don't remember. But he had this, and he gave it to me. I had it for a long time. I went through some weird changes. This is one of the records I sold. Bought another copy of a US copy of it to replace it with many years ago. But this is the one I always wanted, even though it's got that funky picture of him on the cover. It's the nostalgic, sentimental value that this means a lot to have a copy of this with this cover. Now, thank you so much, Rene. Thank you. This stuff does mean a lot to me. And then here we have Chris Hines again. Again, he must have been a household name. Here we have him playing Hines Plays Baccarat. So this could be cheesy, but right away, there's something about it that makes it special for me. Let me open this. Thanks again, Rene. It's on CBS, which is a household. I mean, it's one of the big record companies in the world. Sony, CBS, Universal, you know. Capitol and Atlantic were in there for a while. But I have never seen a green CBS. So this, again, is special to me, Rene. I've never seen a green. I'm familiar with the orange CBS. Were these for classical? Middle of the road? Little stuff like this really pleases me. And, you know, brings me a lot of momentary joy. Thank you. It's worth living for. The note, too. Am I sublimating to a degree in order to survive? Yes. I have great difficulty with the push and pull and the strain and stress, as well as the beauty of relationships. I have great difficulty with it. I really do. The up and down of it. It's hard. It's hard on me, and it's never gotten any better. And so I just choose to be alone. So I sublimate some of my loneliness. Yeah, I'm human. With my interest in this endeavor, it's working for the most part. Like I said, most people get on my nerves, and I do know that intimacy brings contempt as well. And I don't want to be the sort of guy that meets someone that I'm madly attracted to, only to find out I hate their guts and secretly want to murder. And I'm aware of that inside of me. It's inside of all of you. I'm just being fucking honest, okay? Some of the insane shit that women do that they have to do because they're women drives me out of my mind. Out of my mind. And yet at the same time, that energy and that female yin-yang thing is absolutely essential. Why has it got to be so crazy? That's why I'm not paying no attention to you religious people. God don't make no damn sense. You keep your Bibles and religion shit to yourself. We don't know what the fuck is up. Intelligent God, you must be joking. I don't know. If what I'm saying is so blasphemous and disrespectful, I'll say it right now. He can strike me dead on the spot. I ain't worried about it. Because it ain't like that, people. You know, I don't know what I'm saying, but you don't either. And so I'm going to tell you, it ain't like that, people. Get that religious bullshit the fuck out of my... Look at this mad world. And most of the wars, religion is underneath it. Besides our insatiable greed. Okay. That's how you know I'm a depressed person. That stuff never lets me alone. Okay, back to the records. This is even better, Rene. I love singles. I'm on top of the world. I had never seen a Passport single. Now, I know that Passport is considered cheesy and middle-of-the-road jazz. But I like Klaus Doldinger, and will take his cheesy middle-of-the-road jazz any day over Tom Scott, David Sanborn, all that crap. The Crusaders, for my taste, that music is shit. Love me some Passport. And the fact that this is an import single, I've never seen a Passport single before, chuffed as hell, man. Look at that. Yeah, I have the album this is from. Look at this. This is just so special. On Atlantic. In a nice sleeve, too. Look at this. This is dope. Yeah, this is improving my mood immediately. This is wonderful. Wow. These singles are the bomb. Rene, wow. A Wim Mertens single. I haven't even shown my Wim Mertens records. On Crepuscule. No Testament. Now, are you telling me that this kind of stuff is in thrift stores and people pass it over? Really? You can pick this stuff up and just bill me, man. I'll find a way. I love singles. Love singles, especially import singles. Look at these. Matter of fact, I really want a Regal Zonophone record, single or album. I've been that okay. I keep forgetting. People will always ask, "What's your grail? What's your grail?" And I can't think, and it just came to me. What is a grail for me? What's something I really want? Something on this Regal Zonophone label. It could be shit. I'd like something on that label. I'm not exactly sure why. I just was fascinated as a teen. I'd sit and say, "Whoa, I like that label." Okay, this last single again. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Rene. The Nets. Nescio. This is wonderful to me. Wow. Wow. Thank you so much, Rene. Thank you so much, Maribel. Okay. Thank you all for tolerating me. because I've been on here for so long. I've been making so many videos. You guys can see that I know I don't have it all together. I have some real idiosyncrasies. I can be a real crabby son of a bitch, but I'm also very lovable human being. And so I ain't all that. I'm just a regular cat. So the fact that you all accept me just means the world to me. Thank you so much. I'm going to finish this video by saying this. I have to keep reminding you folks because I'm in business. This is how I'm making my living now, is through music. I do have some anxiety regarding my next move. I'm about to drop the money I've made so far on the sales of this to press Indrima. But this is also the money I'm living on, to be very honest, okay? So if you're thinking about buying this, here's an incentive, and I'll make another video later today. Oh man, where is one? I'll do it in another video. I'm going to make an offer to see if I can get some sales, because it would make a difference to my outlook. Things are slow, and it makes sense that things are slow economically and also time of the year. But some sales would really be helpful. I mean, it's just the truth of the matter. But anyway, I got to stop because I'm getting ready to go over and do the artwork up for the Indrima. And my plan is to send the order into the manufacturers and pay for it today. So I'm going to be feeling real broke here this afternoon if things go like I want them to this morning. I'm going to be because it's the way I like to do things. When you put in an order for your record, they only ask for something like 60-70% up front. I don't like that. I pay for it. I hate money. I do. Just pay for the fucking thing and be done with it, okay? And that's what I want to do today, which is going to put my account back down to really low, which is why there is some, you know, I'm just being real honest. It's a little bit of trepidation about making it, you know what I'm saying? Have faith, and I do have faith in what that the universe will, all that is supposed to be, will be as it is. Will it be taken care of? Whether or not it will be taken care of, things will be the way they're supposed to be. I'll say that. I guess I have faith, or rather I know that what happens is what happens. And that's the way it happens. So things are going to be all right, even if they're not. But I need to keep this on people's radar. If you're thinking about this, and this is a good record. I just bought some records recently, and like I was talking about comparing notes, I just have to get over the fact that this record isn't for everybody. This is a damned good record. Quality-wise, I have made a very good album. The music on this album more than matches the artwork. An inadvertent comment made recently really brought me down. It's like, you know, no, my music matches this artwork. It's just not for some people. Okay, I'm going to end it with a smile, like someone said. Notice that I always end with a smile, and I'm more consciously doing that now. I do want to end with a smile. On NPR this morning, or was it on the radio? I listened to talk radio. There was a man talking about the power of words. I've always known it myself, but he's talking about it like it's some kind of new discovery. The power of words and what you say and it shapes your life. Well, I know that. Been knowing that. That's why I acknowledge the angst and the anger inside of me, but I try to frame it more positively when I can. I try to rein it back. I love you people. Rene and Maribel, thank you so much for the music.